we are now connected with relationship coach and also Lunch actually founder, Violet Lim. Now, she is joining us from all the way from Singapore. Okay, so good morning, Violet.
Good morning.
Oh, okay, Violet, we can't.
Hi. How are you?
We're
good.
feeling blessed today.
Good,
We're so happy.
Yes.
And thank you very much for your time, for joining us early this morning. Okay, so let's just jump into,
Our
the
topic
first
of
question.
discussion, right?
Okay,
Yes.
so this is about, love and friendship. It sometimes can be messy, Violet. Okay, so first of all,
Yes.
how and why does this friend zone actually happen?
Okay, there are a couple of things that can get people into friend zone.
Right.
So I think one of the most common one is that people do not make their intention clear. So yeah, this might sound pretty obvious, but a lot of times, like people are kind of like, okay, I like this person, but then I'll just play it safe. I will like just try and be close to her or close to him. But the problem is that when you make it so unclear, chances are it's very likely you're going to get friend zone. And the other part of it is that when we are sort of like being a good friend, like sometimes, of course, like this person that we are interested in, they would also be interested in other people as well. So for example, like if you're a guy, you're interested in a girl, and then you just kind of let him like let her vent about like other people.
Yeah.
So you're like just trying to get close to her, and then she'll start saying, oh, like I like this guy, and then like and then she just start venting about all her problems, all her relationship with you.
Yeah.
So this is again a big problem because the more she does that, the less likely she's going to think that you are relationship material, and it is really not your job to listen to her problems. She has
So
her other
true.
girlfriends,
Yes.
to listen to this. So this is a big one, like steer clear of that, it's like just get yourself off that once she start venting about other people or he start venting about other people, right? And another one, which is a huge one, is you are trying too hard.
Yes.
Yeah, so you think you're just being nice. You just want to get into the person's good books. But the thing is, if the person didn't even ask you to do something, and then you're just doing it like how a boyfriend or a girlfriend would do,
Right.
Yeah.
and then the person would just kind of be like, okay, this person is so nice. This person is like my family. It's like my brother or like my sister.
Yes.
And then guess what? You have been friend zoned.
That is so bad, actually. That is so bad. It's, it left us with mixed feelings and everything.
Yeah.
Everything will be confusing and everything. So basically, Violet, these things are happen between girls and boys or, in the community. But in your perspective, is it possible for boys and girls to remain best friends without developing romantic feelings?
I think it is possible, but it's not always easy because from what I have observed, from what I know I have seen, or even my personal experiences, I think usually it's like sometimes like one side will start developing some sort of like feelings for the other side.
Right.
Yeah. So I think this is something to take note of. But of course, like there are times where it's fine, like it's normal for guys to have crush on girls, for girls to have crush on guys. But if we are able to sort of, take a step back and think, okay, is this something that is going to last, or is it just going to be like a crush, or is it going to be an infatuation? And if we are able to kind of stop it from developing further, then yes, of course, like these two people can continue to be friends. But of course, we have seen cases where, it's unrequited love on one side, right? Like one party likes the other person and then sort of like keeping it in secret, and then the other person knows nothing about it at all, and eventually one party will just feel very hurt, and then they will just step away, and that's the end of the friendship.
That is
okay.
the
So
key.
basically, boundaries is really important.
It is very important.
Right.
Yes, definitely.
I
Yes.
think I set my boundaries really, really hard. So actually,
Exactly.
it's I can actually separate between love life and also friendship. Now, but Violet, let's just do a little bit of examination here, okay? Examine a
Yes.
scenario, okay? So if there's, let's just say a boy confesses to
Yes.
his best friend and,
Yes.
actually he gets rejected.
Yeah.
Obviously, 90% things will be actually awkward between them, right? Now,
Yes.
but if he never confesses, he will actually never know, right? So what,
Yes.
in this kind of situation, what should he actually do?
Okay, I think maybe, like he can kind of step back one step first to kind of know, like, has he already been friend zoned? Because, I mean, clearly, if he's already friend zoned, then maybe it doesn't even make sense for him to really, like, do anything about it because, like, chances are, like, she'll just say, oh, thank you so much, but, I've always seen you as a friend.
Yeah,
and
right.
then things are going to get awkward, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So, like, maybe I'd just like to share with, like, our audience today some signs to know you already have been friend zoned. Okay. So I think one of it, we have already talked about it just now, like the person is constantly telling you their relationship problems, like that is definitely,
Okay, that's
you are being
obvious,
friend-zoned.
right?
Okay.
Yeah, the other one is like, your friend kind of have a lot of friendly nicknames for you. It's like buddy, like brother, sister,
yes,
like
okay.
kiddo. Yeah, so again, like that shows that you're probably firmly entrenched in friend zone. And then, the other part is that your crush or like your best friend actually tries to set you up with other people.
Yes, you have to pay attention with that signs.
Yes, that's right.
Before
So-
make a confession.
Yes, so it's like clearly, like the person like really likes you as a person, think that you're really great. That's why they even bother to set you up. But clearly they are not interested because if they are interested, they would be like, keeping you for themselves. Yeah.
Exactly.
And last but not least is like, when you're going out, like chances are they always like invite other people to come and join.
So you have
Yeah,
to.
so they kind of like try not to just be one-on-one because maybe they do not want to give you the wrong impression as well.
Okay.
Right.
And sometimes they didn't really notice about that signs because
Yes.
sometimes people are, swept away by the situation and they
that's
don't
right.
want to hear or see anything.
Yes, they
Even
are
though
so like in denial.
Yes,
Denial.
denial. Please open your eyes, open your hearts, and pay attention to the details. So, Violet, if someone is rejected after the confession by his or her own best friend,
Yes.
what do you suggest? Should that person pull away or remain as a friend, or what? Should make another confession or trying to convince that, hey, I am the one for you, you are the one for me, we are meant to be together.
Fira, that scares me, Fira.
I think that the good news, even though, like maybe this is more the exception than the norm, the good news is definitely we all have heard of stories where someone has been rejected, someone has been friend zoned, but subsequently they end up together, right? I'm sure we
Yes.
all have heard
Yes,
stories like
yes.
that. Yes, okay. So, but however, I just want to share with you some steps or some tips that maybe would make that more likely to happen than, like not. So definitely, first and foremost, like keep your cool and accept the situation.
Okay.
So, like the person, you have confessed, the person say that, okay, thank you very much, but, maybe we are not suitable to be with each other. I always have seen you as a friend. Just be cool about it, accept it, thank the person for her honesty, for his honesty.
Right.
And then, just be normal. Like, don't start like, like going to like keep begging the person, keep asking the person over and over again. Ask the person, why not? Like you should consider me. Please don't do things like that.
Please.
Okay. The next part of it is to actually focus on improving yourself. Yeah, it's like learn to be more attractive, like physically or psychologically, like groom yourself better, like improve your body language, like get into better shape, and even just develop your social skills, like learn to, and definitely do not be needy. Like that's the worst thing. Do not be needy, do not be desperate, and hang out with other people.
True,
right? Hang out
yes.
with other people
Yes.
and have fun, like put it on your social media, like make sure like your
Exactly.
potential interest would see it.
Exactly.
Yeah, and suddenly they are like,
Right. Yes, I am so agree. So don't take it so seriously. Yes, it is. It's quite. Well, you might feel brokenhearted. You might feel, oh my
Yes.
God, it's like pain in my chest. I got
Right.
rejected.
Yes.
But life
Yes.
goes on.
That is so true.
Life
Yes.
goes on. Manage your,
Yes.
manage your broken heart. Feel that kind of
Yes.
pain, and then move on.
There you go. You know,
Yes,
just
and be better. You know, like be better and
Exactly.
show the person like what you're missing
Yes.
out on.
Yeah, and the good thing is you still have your friends.
that is so true.
Yes.
We still have our other friends, right?
Exactly.
I mean, by the way Violet is actually explaining, the way you were actually responding, Vera, I know you're sending some kind of message to somebody right now.
No, because it happens to me. No, because it happens to me. It's related to my personal experience.
Oh, yeah.
Because like I said earlier, I try to, this kind of fling. I thought it was, no, we're good, we're cool
Right,
together, and
right.
then I got rejected. And then I still become a very good friend with him.
Okay.
We don't take it we
Personal.
don't take it personal. I do, I do. But the guy is convincing me that, hey, we're still friends.
Right.
You're cool. We just cannot be together.
Right.
That's it. But we can be a good friend, and then it proves. I mean, we are
happens,
really, really good relationship right now.
Well, that's very good to know. I
It's
mean,
okay.
you actually adjusted correctly in the correct way.
Yes.
But sometimes, Violet, people are not like Shafira or her friends, other friends, right?
Yes.
Because sometimes people tend to actually stay in that awkward moment, right? And then they do not know what to do
Yeah.
or to step into which direction. So what are these signs that actually they need to know that someone is actually stuck, really stuck in that friend zone?
Yeah.
I think you'll see that they'll start avoiding like group meetups. You know, like they'll be like, okay, this person is going to be there, and they are always not free. They are always not turning up.
Okay.
So I think like they feel that awkwardness, or when the person is around, like they will just like avoid sitting with the person, or even talking to the person, or like looking the person in the eye. Yeah. But I think again, this is something that is normal. Like like sometimes people just cannot get over it immediately. They feel embarrassed or they feel awkward, and they just don't know how to get back into that whole like friendship mode before they actually did the confession.
Yeah.
So again, it's just good to kind of acknowledge that there's such a situation.
Yes.
Like don't like beat yourself up about it, and of course like people around you, like friends who are seeing people in this situation, please don't make it awkward as well. Like don't start teasing them and things like that. That's not going to be helpful.
Yeah.
And I think time heals all wounds.
Yes.
Yeah, that is the truth. So eventually like one of them will start seeing other people, and then the other person will start seeing someone else as well. And if the friendship has a good foundation, like they were friends for the right reasons, they will eventually become friends again. So I think just take time.
Yes. So Violet is really interesting because sometimes it's not only some men or women are to be together, become a best friend, and then they start to feel something. But sometimes when there is a procrastinating situation between the friendship, sometimes you want to go back to talk to her again. You want to talk to him because you feel comfortable with each other.
Yes.
So this is one of the signs that, oh my God, it's you're stuck in the friend zone. So if someone decided to just be best friend, but the feelings are still going, what do you suggest? I mean, you cannot reduce the feeling, or you cannot remove all the feelings instantly,
Yes.
right? It took process, acknowledge the feelings and everything. But how you manage the friendship?
I think for me, it comes to anything, like be it being friend zone or breaking up or whatever, right? I think honesty is the best policy. Yeah, because since you already have like confessed, and you already have been rejected, just be open about it. Just say that I really treasure our friendship. I think we have a great thing going on, but I just want to let you know it takes some time for me to just kind of manage this. So there might be times where I might kind of like go overboard or whatever. Just let me know about it. And I think if your friend again values your friendship, he or she will really appreciate, like you just being so honest about it.
Yeah,
And with that, you just help each other through. Like eventually you get over that awkward situation. Eventually you will meet someone else. You will have another crush.
sure.
So it just takes time. Just be honest and upfront about it. And but of course, if your friend is just going to be very weird about it, right? Then maybe he or she might not be, the friend you thought about in the first place anyway.
Yeah. Or things might change. We never know.
Yeah, exactly. Coming back to that, right, which I say it's like not the norm, but an exception. But yes, I've seen cases where someone has been rejected over and over again, but he's just so determined. He just keep going, and wow, 2 years later, the lady became his girlfriend. So.
Oh,
You never know. So don't give up on love.
Yes.
that is good. That is good. Don't forget that actually. The main thing is if you have to know, right, what you really want in a relationship. Is it just pure friends, or you're expecting more? Because again, and with this discussion, I always think that if you mess around with the friendship, it's gonna be very, very, it's gonna be very blurry for me. So I will always stick with friendship always.
Yes.
Okay, so it was a very good talk, Shafira. I know that you are healed right now. I'm teasing her. That's not good. But again, thank you very much for the talk and also the insight of Violet. Thank you so very much again. Once again for your time. Okay, so we are
Thank you so
we
much.
know more about the
Friendship and Friendzone. Thank you, Violet. Have a lovely day to you.
Thank you. Take care.
Bye.
Have a great weekend.